Hei, velkommen til Infinigate TV fra HackCON 11 her i Oslo. Jeg sitter her sammen med Kevin, som har tenkt til å vise oss litt hva han har snakket om i dag. Kevin, would you like to tell us about some of the things you talked about today?
Sure, I'd love to. So I'm here showing a number of different hardware security projects, a lot of them centered around the Arduino microprocessor. So one of the first ones I showed was an RFID project, taking a cheap RFID lock off of eBay, and how we can use that to learn a number of different kind of hardware security concepts. You know, learning about RFID, capturing the signal. You know, what I've got set up here is I've got it actually connected to a logic analyzer so that I can trace different signals on the board and analyze them in software to see what is that signal doing, what is that chip doing. And ultimately the project in the kit that I put together that I was demonstrating here takes that signal, uses an Arduino to decode it so we can capture, if someone swipes a card, we can capture a copy of the card number and clone that card. And then I had another example of building using again Arduino and using the key tags from this type of lock, kind of breaking the key tag and changing it to spoof my card, to spoof a different card. So that was one of the projects. Another one of the projects. Oh, go ahead.
And this is for those who don't know, so the RFID. So I'm sure everyone's familiar with going to work. You swipe your card.
Yep.
So it's more behind the scenes work that you do.
Yeah, and it's an interesting, you know, people see these cards and think they're very secure, but you know, when you do the project and you learn that, yeah, anytime anybody just puts certain types of cards near the reader, the card's just broadcasting, here's my card code, here's my card code, here's my card code. There's very little security to it actually, and it's pretty easy to capture that code and to duplicate it. So that was one of the projects. I had a project about building a Wi-Fi antenna, other projects with the Arduino. Another one we've got to demo here.
And was it something about the price?
Oh yeah. So the theory behind the whole thing is it's easy to get started in some of this hardware security stuff. It seems very scary, and all the circuit stuff is like here be dragons, but it's actually not the case. You know, for $10 US, you can get the lock, and you know, this is $5 US. It's not that expensive to get started. It's cheap enough that you can break things, which you will, which I did. I've broken a number of these locks playing with them. But it's cheap enough that you don't have to be scared that you're going to waste your money or waste your time. And once you start doing it, it starts to make sense. The reason for the different chips and what they do and how they're connected together isn't as mysterious as it seems when you just kind of look at it at first. So yeah, it's a fun way to learn a lot more, to learn what's happening underneath, and I think that makes you a better security researcher. So that's one of the kind of key things in my talk, is to understand what's happening underneath. And you know, kind of another example project on that space. You know, in the U.S., everybody's credit card reader is still magstripe. We're getting to the chip cards now, but most places still take the magstripe. So this is a standard like magstripe reader for the credit card, or for like a hotel door or something like that. Mm-hmm. But to demonstrate kind of how easy and simple that coding is, we again take an Arduino, and I've just got a coil of wire on it to turn that coil of wire into an electromagnet, and I'm oscillating the frequency or the signal through that coil of wire to simulate someone swiping a card across this reader. And when I do that, the reader itself should, and now my demo is going to fail, but when it works, the reader will see that card read and show the card number up on the screen, you know, as though someone swiped a card. So just again, simulating, you know, fun project to understand some programming on Arduino and how that works, and also show how simple some of that security is around the magnetic stripes and things like that. So yeah, it's just a number of different, you know, getting started without a lot of cost, without a lot of complexity.
So where do you get all this stuff?
I get a lot of it off eBay or from China. We can get I can get this board for, you know, $10 from our local Radio Shack or something like that in the U.S., or for $7 from an online U.S. store, or for like $2 or $3 if I can wait 3 weeks and order it from China over eBay or something like that.
Excellent. And so when you're not doing this, could you tell us about what you do?
So yeah, like I said, I'm a security. I This is my fun stuff. I am a penetration tester by day, penetration testing, auditing. A lot of my background is in finance, banking, and things like that. So I kind of play both sides of the audit penetration testing world.
Well, it was a good talk, and thanks for the demonstration.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Okay, thanks.